I didn't go to university. I didn't have a college education whatsoever. Back in the day, in the mid-70s, unless you were going to be a brain surgeon, doctor, lawyer, accountant, you didn't go to university. At 15 years of age, you took off your school tie and your parents kicked you out and said, go get a job. And that's exactly what they did for me. And I started off, I did a radio, TV and electrical mechanics course, which was absolutely, completely useless to someone like me. I've got two left hands and I just, it was just, but I persevered with that. And then a year later, remember I'm 15 and a half, 16 years of age. I then got a job with a company, an American company, funny enough, in London called Tektronix UK. And they made oscilloscopes that you see on, people. Yeah. Well, I actually worked on the mobile one, so if you ever, God forbid, in a trauma and you had one of my oscilloscopes that I calibrated and repaired, the chances of survival were pretty slim, right?
Oh my God.
Because what I figured out at that time when I was working in the factory in Southgate, which is in North London, was I was more, instead of being more electronically minded, I was more commercially and entrepreneurial minded. And so this factory had 300 people that worked in it, and as far as I was concerned, they were my audience and customer base. And so I used to walk in there with stuffed teddy bears, raffle tickets or drawing tickets. I used to sell cassettes back in the day, C60s, C90s, C120s, made by BASF. I'd say that because I just remember that. And also videotape. And anyway.
So you're a hustler.
Yeah,
you're hustling.
And that's what I realised. And then I used to go past houses or apartments and flats, and at the time I didn't have a bean, not a pound note in my pocket, so to speak. I'd really love to get into that. I love to own that, And what I realised, actually at the grand old age of 67 years of age here, is that I'm a creative, but not a creative as you would in the traditional sense. I have this insane thirst for knowledge, but not on the academic level. More on a, sort of a practical level.